It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it is Katie Lee. Last night was a magical freaking night, dude. Like, it's all over Facebook. I know, everybody's talking about it, but like, I've never seen the Northern Lights before, the Aurora Borealis. No, I've never seen them whatsoever. My brother called me, and he's just like, so what are you doing? I'm just like, just hanging out. And he's like, well, you should probably go outside and look at the sky. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. Magical. Absolutely magical. My brother and sister always talk about how they've seen them before, and I'm just like, I've never seen them. I've tried to stay up late at night to see them, but I haven't. And I got really lucky. And I saw them last night, and I'm really hoping that I get to see them again tonight. I really hope that the clouds go away so I can see them again, because they're supposed to be, like, even better tonight. I want to go, like, up in the mountains and away from town and fly my drone and get really cool pictures or videos or whatever. I just want to see them again. They were so cool. I literally was just sitting out my front porch, and me and Nick were hanging out, and I was just looking at the red sky. Like, it was magical. So, yeah, if you didn't see the Northern Lights last night, they should be around again tonight. It's supposed to be the best night is tonight. So, yeah, I think it's so cool. I still want to go to, like, Alaska or somewhere. I want to see them do, like, the little dancey dance like they do in Brother Bear. I want to see them do that. It'd be so cool. But, like, this is still a really cool thing. Super rare. Z103, it is Katie Lee. I got your 2 o'clock tea for you today. Okay, so sources say that Meghan Markle was in full networking mode at Kris Jenner's birthday party. You don't do that. But that could be why Kris and Kim Kardashian reportedly deleted pictures of Meghan and Prince Harry from the party. Yeah, leave the business out of the parties, man. Let's see. I didn't know that the world of ping pong was so intense, but I was just checking out the trailer for Timothée Chalamet's new movie, Marty Supreme. It's interesting, okay? Also, Kylie Jenner did like his post about the new trailer, even though people are saying that they broke up. So, we now have a teaser trailer for Toy Story 5, and Woody is back with the gang. Nobody knows why, though. Florence Pugh says that she was depressed for 6 months after shooting Midsommar, which obviously is totally valid, because if you've seen that, it's messed up. Like, I would have been too. All right, let's see. Apparently, Elton John reportedly threw a fit backstage at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony because things were running late. Honestly, I feel that. Like, I wouldn't throw a fit, but I hate it when things are not going according to plan. I hate being late. Let's see. A Jonas Brothers fan went viral for reviewing someone's resume on his phone during a concert in Buffalo. His name was Scott Kelly, by the way. I saw the TikTok for that. And everybody on that TikTok was just like, dude, best employee I've ever had. Even though, they're all just lying. Let's see. That's kind of really all I see for today's 2 o'clock tea. So, yeah. Z103, it is Katie Lee, and I got this story at eastidahonews.com. Do you need some potatoes? If you do, I know where you can get some. So Double M Ag and Irrigation is teaming up with Liberty Gold and Driscoll Potatoes for the Great Idaho Potato Grab. So it's basically a drive-through potato giveaway happening Saturday, November 22nd. So basically, you drive up, you grab a 10-pound bag of Idaho potatoes, and then you're good to go. Locations, this is where they're going to be doing this. So in Blackfoot, you're probably going to want to write these down, by the way. Blackfoot, 849 West Highway 39 from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. American Falls, 522 Lincoln Street, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And Aberdeen, 1801 South 2800 West, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So basically, they're giving away literal tons of potatoes to say thank you to the communities that they love. Also, if you didn't write those addresses down, don't worry. Full story, eastidahonews.com. I don't know if it was the Northern Lights or something was off, but I was sleepwalking last night. I found myself in my living room on the floor, and I have no idea how I got there. I have no recollection whatsoever. I'm pretty sure I started out on a couch, and then I probably fell off the couch or something. I don't know. I just woke up and realized that I wasn't in my bedroom, and Nix was still in my bedroom on my bed without me, and I'm just like, what the heck is going on? But yeah, I used to sleepwalk all the time when I was a kid, but sometimes I do it very randomly as an adult. So I'm going to blame it on the Northern Lights. Z103, it is Katie Lee. I love my dog. I love her so much, but sometimes she really, really tests my patience, man. I went home today for lunch and, I went to check on her as usual, and I get to my mom's house. She spends the day at my mom's house. It's way more fun at her house than my house. Anyways, pull in, and the main reason why I wanted to go home was to make sure that I got my package off the front porch before Nix ate it. Well, she didn't eat my package, but she did eat my mom's entire bag of dirt soil for her roses. And bag was absolutely destroyed. Dirt piles all over the front lawn, and I'm just like, dude, are you kidding me right now? So I stand next to the shredded bag, and I stand there, and I point down to the bag, and I was like, Nix, did you do this? She will not look at me. She just comes and sits underneath me, but she will not make eye contact. I'm just like, you're literally the only culprit here, dingbat. And the ring camera is right here. We can look and see if you did it or not. Anyways, thankfully we can, it's dirt. I can just scoop it up and go place it on my mom's roses tonight after work. But thankfully, she didn't touch my package. But the dingbat she's almost 2 years old. Does this, part end? She knows not to chew anything. The only time she chews anything is when she's at my mom's house in the yard. And sometimes she doesn't even chew anything that's out there. She just randomly decides, you know what? That looks like fun. I'm going to demolish that. It's a sad day when you have to finally give your favorite pair of Vans a funeral. These suckers have been through so much, but they are so uncomfortable to wear anymore because I've worn the sole down to the rubber, and I'm pretty sure that I could probably buy new soles, but there's giant holes coming out the top of them as well, so I probably just need to say goodbye. So I think I'm going to have a Viking funeral for my Vans. That's weird, I know. I got brand new Vans today, and I'm really excited about them, but it's always sad because these ones have memories. They were what I was wearing when I went to my very first international trip to Ireland. They were also what I was wearing when I got in motorcycle accidents, hence the hole. Idaho's #1 hit music channel, Z103. It is Katie Lee. I learned something new today, and I low-key think I'm going to put it to the test. Okay, so there's a girl on TikTok. She works construction, and she's just like, listen, I work with a lot of big, scary, burly men, and some days they're just grumpy. And I'm just like, yeah, I work with some grumpy men sometimes too. And so she's just like, do you want to know how I get them out? I'm just sitting there at the edge of my chair. I'm just like, yes, tell me. Tell me these things. And she's like, I literally find out what their favorite candies are, and then I keep them in my pockets. I'm just like a toddler, you feed them candy to make them happy. No offense, man. I'm not going to lie. This would probably work on women, too. If you find out anybody's favorite candy and you just keep it in their pocket, keep it in your pocket when they're grumpy, and you just hand them a piece of candy when they're grumpy, bet you $5 that they'll instantly just their mood will change. It'll take a little bit, but I don't want your candy. I'm angry. And then they'll be like, okay, fine, give me your candy. But I have a feeling that it doesn't just work on men, because this would absolutely work on me. If my favorite coworker came in and he's just like, are you grumpy? I'm just like, yeah. And then you gave me candy, I wouldn't be that mad anymore. So, yeah, if you have an angry coworker, find out their favorite candy, keep it in your pocket, give it to them like a toddler, and be like, no more grumpiness, eat the candy. Z103, it is Katie Lee. We are officially in the cold and flu season. Yay! But also, that unfortunately involves COVID, too. Yay! So, some doctors gave us 5 tips on how to boost your immune system leading up to the holidays and, beyond that. Let's see. #1 tip is they say to what am I trying to say? Optimize nutrition diversity. So they say to eat the rainbow. Fruits, veggies, protein, healthy fats, just a diverse diet in general. Eat healthy things, okay? Throw a couple of green beans in your plate every now and then. They say to take it easy, get some sleep. You don't have to convince me to do that one. I love taking naps. Let's see. Exercise. That's a big one. I've been doing really bad at going to the gym lately. I need to step it back up because I don't want to get sick. If you didn't know, exercise boosts immunity by lowering the stress hormone levels in your body. I don't know. Every time I go to the gym, it boosts my stress because I can never find the machine that I need or it's taken. Moving on. Get vitamins and supplements. They're not like magic pills, but they do help. And the dreaded one. Socialize. No. But it says the bonding hormone oxytocin can be shown to lower stress levels, reduce inflammation, and boost immune function. That sounds horrible. I don't want to do that. Isn't that how you get sick in the first place? You know, you hang out with people and then their munchkins give them the virus or the colds or whatever, and then you hang out with them and then they give it to you and then you're sick. You know what? I think I'm going to not do number 5. Z103, it is Katie Lee, and I got your daily dummy for today. All right, so usually most porch pirates would try to stay like low key, right? Sneak in, grab the stuff, get out. Not today's. All right, 46-year-old guy in Mississippi. His name is Todd. He was arrested after a spree of porch thefts in Mississippi and Alabama. He gets around, including one home with a giant pile of packages. And so Todd had actually made multiple trips to the car, stealing every last box, also while dressed as a female. You know, wig, makeup, skirt, the entire get up. And, you know, this was right before Halloween, so police weren't exactly sure if it was a disguise, a costume, or maybe it was just a Tuesday for Todd. I don't know. Either way, he's now facing first-degree theft charges. I bet you he didn't really win any costume contest because I saw a picture of him not that long ago. Not the greatest get-up, not gonna lie. Z103, my name's Katie Lee, and I'm out of here for the day. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.